Good morning, guys. We have a case today. This is a CTO case, and this patient underwent a peripheral intervention 2 months ago, and I had put 2 stents in the iliac arteries, bilateral iliac intervention 2 months ago, and after that intervention, the patient has been experienced a lot of pain, a lot of anginal pain. The Canada classification is class 2 to 3, and now we are planning this patient for a CTO. The patient is now preparing in the cath lab, and our intention is to do a bi-radial approach, and this patient has no stump, and this is an LAD CTO case, and we have also a lesion in the RCA, an 80% lesion in the RCA, and I need a bilateral injection before I go with the CTO procedure. I have the angiographic views, but the final decision will be made after a bilateral radial angiography, bilateral injection, and then we will go on with the procedure. And let's see you in the cath lab. And now we are in the cath lab, and our patient is ready and waiting for us, and I have my nurse Musa with me, and of course Ismail, my best man, as a technician. And so now we are beginning with the puncture of the bilateral radial arteries. And now we are in the radial artery. You see the blood flow coming, and this is a 6 French Anterior radial sheet. We don't have the slender sheets. I would prefer a 7 French, 6 French with a 7 French lumen, but we don't have that sheet at this time. I'm just beginning with the 6 French sheet. As I said before, we don't have a slender sheet, so I need to change my sheet with a 7 French one. This is a femoral sheet. I don't like to use this kind of sheets, femoral sheets, in the radial artery, but in this case I have to. It's a bit painful, but it works. Now we are in the left radial artery, and I'm going to use this left radial artery for an injection from the RCA for collateral filling of the LAD, and this one gets a 6 French sheet in the left radial artery. Now we have right radial artery. The right radial artery, 7 French extra backup catheter in the left main, and left radial approach, 6 French right guiding catheter in the right coronary artery. And before the angiography, we are doing routinely a radial angiography, you see that there is spasm in the right radial artery, so we can prevent any complication during the radial artery approach. And you will see this is the left radial artery, and you see this is a high bifurcation. We have an anomaly here. This is an anomaly. This is a high bifurcation radial artery. It is very important to delineate, to indicate, to reveal this kind of anomalies, because you will have to take care of any kind of rupture or any kind of other complications. So now we know which path we are going to follow. And this is our bilateral injection. You see the right radial artery, and the right radial artery is filling the left radial artery, and we have a long epicardial collateral that is filling the left descending artery, left anterior descending artery, and we will trying to indicate this stump. And now there is some kind of flueness in the LAD after the septal artery, and we will try to go there and try to cross the lesion, and then we will see what will happen next. We are trying to cross the CTO, and you see the right filling, and we have now there a microcatheter. We carried the microcatheter with the Sion wire, and now we are preparing to cross the CTO with the filter XT. With the filter XT-R. I see there is a channel, and I think we can get through the channel. And our microcatheter is a supercross microcatheter. This is a hydrophilic one, and it is especially a thin one according to the other microcatheters, and this seems to be a very thin coronary artery, the left anterior descending artery. So now I will try to cross the lesion with a filter XT-R. And if this is not working, I think I will have to use a twin pass catheter, but I will at least work for 5 minutes to cross this micro channel and get into the LAD. I've retrieved the microcatheter a bit. It didn't take much. After 1 minute trying, I am now in the LAD artery, and the right injection shows us that we are in the right path. And now I am trying to advance the wire till the mustache. And you see how the microcatheter is following our wire. And now you see I am in the LAD. As planned, everything goes as planned. And now I will retrieve the filter XT and put a workhorse wire for the left, for the remaining procedure. I couldn't find the Sion Blue, so my workhorse is now a floppy wire, a standard floppy wire. Now I am retrieving the microcatheter, and my floppy wire is in the right place, in the mustache. And I am gonna trap this wire with a 2 to 10 millimeter balloon, and then retrieve the rest of the microcatheter. And here is my 2.2 to 10 millimeter balloon. I am going to advance the balloon till the end of the guiding catheter. So now 10 millimeter. And now the wire is trapped, my floppy wire. I am retrieving the microcatheter. I am retrieving the microcatheter. So my microcatheter is now out. I am going to predilate the lesion with a 2 to 30 millimeter balloon, and then we will see how this vessel will react to this predilation. This is a 230 millimeter balloon, and you see our predilation now. 10 atmosphere, 12, 12, 14. Okay. I will predilate the entire area. And I remove the balloon and then advance it again to see if there is any lesion that will hinder my balloon. So you see my path is now free of any hindrance. I remove the balloon, and then we will see what kind of vessel is lying behind this CTO lesion. Before the injection, we have given approximately 400 microgram of nitroglycerin in order to see how the vessel will react to nitroglycerin. So I wait at least for 15 to 30 seconds to before at least the injection, the last injection. And now we are ready, I think, for the last injection in order to decide what kind of stent we will put. Oh, so we have a lot of spasm there. I think at least we will put the stent in the lesion and then we will check out again for the distal part of this lesion, and then we will see how we will proceed. And now we are deploying the stent. This is a 2.75 Science V stent, 38 millimeter long, and we are inflating this stent at least for 30 minutes for proper placement of the stent. This is my routine, and after 30 minutes, after 30 seconds, I will release the stent balloon, and we will see what will come out of this vessel. If we need any other stent in the distal part of our proximal stent, we will see. And this is our final result, and I think discussion is needed for the distal part of the stent. And we also use nitroglycerin, and I don't think this is spasm. I think there is some kind of lesion in the distal part of our proximal stent. I'm not gonna put a stent there in the distal part of the lesion. I think this is some kind of bridge. So I think this result is a good result, and we will finish our procedure with our CTO procedure now. But we have a lesion in the RCA, so we will put the stent in the RCA, in the distal part of the RCA, and then we'll finish the entire procedure. And now here's the summary of the case, and swiftly I'm going to summarize the case. You see the radial arteries, radial artery, arteriography before the after the radial artery puncture, and we have a radial artery anomaly, and then bilateral injection of the RCA and the LAD, and then floppy wire. We carried the supercourse microcatheter with the floppy wire, and then crossed the lesion with the Fuller XT, and then in exchange of the wire with the floppy workhorse wire, and then ballooning the lesion after the balloon dilatations, 2.75 to 38 millimeter Science V stent, and after the Science V stent, we have here we have here an easy CTO1, a step-by-step approach, radial approach, bi-radial approach, and at the end there is also a lesion in the RCA, in the distal part of the RCA. You will see it. You will see the lesion in the RCA lesion, and we retrieved the wire with the catheter, with the EBU, 7 French EBU catheter, and we have a lesion here in the distal part, and 238 millimeter pro stent in the RCA, and you see the end result after NC balloon dilation. And this is the short story of the biradial LAD CTO intervention.